Likewise, the oxygen which we breathe in is also consumed in huge amount by the brain, which is weighing only 1.4 kilos. Around 1/3 of the oxygen that we breathe in is used by the brain because of the glucose metabolism goes on so high that it needs the oxygen to convert the removed protons in the mitochondria to water. Like milk is not a good food. Milk is a silent killer, and milk is a devil in the milk. There are 2 books being published after making a lot of research on milk by the Western science. These 2 books are available in the Amazon bookstore. I wish you will buy and read them and get to know more about them. Is your blood becomes acidic in nature. 50% of your blood is plasma, which is water base. This water base is the one where all our nutrients, what's absorbed by the intestines, get dissolved and supplied to all parts of the body, including the glucose and whatnot. This is very, very clear. And now recently they found that ghee, which is extracted from milk, cow milk, is a very good source of fat component to our body. This has been very clearly studied by the ancient science. Welcome to all the listeners. I am your Dr. CKN. A warm welcome to this program. As far as the food and nutrition is concerned, today there are a lot of confusion among many people. The question is, what should I eat? So this is a very important question. What should I eat? So as you all know, there are only 3 components which is highly required to the body. One is carbohydrate, other is protein, the third one is fat. All these things are very important to me, very important to every one of us. And basically in our food, we eat carbohydrate, protein and fat with other vital minerals. So water is a separate subject by itself. After all, our human body is consisting 70% water molecules. Same wise, your food also 70 to 80% food molecules. The first and foremost that one should understand is it is always better to cook food and eat them hot. That we all know about it. Today we all go through a rush of life in this world, because as you all know that the human life is completely based on economy, economical based life. We are finding too little time, but that cannot be the excuse. How much ever you earn, how much ever you are busy, your basic factor in life is to eat healthy food, which everyone knows, not that they don't know. But do we practice is what the matter. Most of us, we don't. What do I eat? What should I eat? This is a question which runs in everybody's mind. The abundance of information available on food and nutrition in the internet, many types of diets, and so many formulas. The basic idea runs in everybody's mind is to remain young or remain slim, reduce weight, all that kind of thing. So for which many formulas are given. You cannot deprive yourself of food. That is not correct. And you cannot cut the carbs, carbohydrates, which becomes very important to your fuel for human cells. Literally more than 30% of the carbohydrate which we take, say suppose we are taking 100 points, 30 points is used by the brain. Brain is only 1.4 kilos. Say suppose somebody is weighing 80 kilos, the 1.4 kilos is going to consume 30%. Balance 78.6 kilos is going to consume only 70%. Or sometimes the 30% also goes more, because brain is continuously working processing millions and millions of data every second. So it needs a lot of fuel. Likewise, the oxygen which we breathe in is also consumed in huge amount by the brain, which is weighing only 1.4 kilos. Around 1/3 of the oxygen that we breathe in is used by the brain because of the glucose metabolism goes on so high that it needs the oxygen to convert the removed protons in the mitochondria to water. So these are all we have spoken already. So protein also becomes very important, and fat also becomes very important. You all know. I have said already, fat is a very important component because most of the fat what we consume is highly needed to transport vitamin A, D, E and K, because these 4 major vitamins are fat soluble. And also good amount of fat is consumed as a fuel by the brain cells. Protein is also becomes very important because they very clearly analyzed in the high-end biochemistry today that only 0.8 gram of protein is required per kg of body weight. Say suppose you are 100 kilos in weight, you need only 80 grams of protein per day. That is very much available in our vegetables and pulses. So we are confused most of the time that what am I supposed to eat? Keep changing your food. Somebody keeps saying this is good, that is good, you can do this, you can do that and all that. So now I will tell you, as far as milk is concerned, milk is not a good food. Milk is only to the age of 6. After that, the ancient science has very clearly said that milk is not a good food. Milk is a silent killer and milk is a devil in the milk. There are 2 books being published after making a lot of research on milk by the Western science. These 2 books are available in the Amazon bookstore. I wish you will buy and read them and get to know more about them. And cooked food should be eaten hot. This everyone knows about it. Leaving over food over a span of time after cooking becoming cold, which develops a lot of microbiome in it. That's not good enough for us. Consuming high amount of protein is not good for us again. So there are a lot of scenario which is being developed in the areas of exercising, gymnasium and all that. They give you these protein powders which are produced exclusively to build up your muscle mass and whatnot. That's not good for us. And recent research showing excess amount of protein powders are taken. Those who are going to gym and all that, people are, developing a lot of disease. Even some of them die. You can go and see all these recent researches, which has been already been published in the internet world by the scientific forums. These problems are also happening. What happens exactly when you eat too much of protein is your blood becomes acidic in nature. 50% of your blood is plasma, which is water base. This water base is the one where all our nutrients, what's absorbed by the intestines, get dissolved and supplied to all parts of the body, including the glucose and whatnot. So more of protein coming into our food and nutrition becomes a real problem, because it is making our blood highly acidic in nature. When the blood becomes specifically acidic in nature, this becomes one of the reasons for all kinds of skin problems to start, because these acidic plasma goes and destroy the microbiome of the skin. Psoriasis is one of the major factor on this. There are 38 types of psoriasis being classified in the ancient science, and modern science also studied about psoriasis in length. And this is basically a hematology problem. So food is one thing which is now available to us in many forms. That is, every food produced in every part of the world is available in every center, in every urban area or rural area, because of the business network, transport network, and so on. So the oats grown in Canada, Russia, Spain, New Zealand and all that, it's available in all parts of the world. So what should be your food? Your food should be one which are grown in and around the area you are born and you are living. Say suppose I have born in Madhya Pradesh in India, around 200-300 kilometer radius, whatever food grown in my geography is the good food for me. This is one. Then what oil I should use? Whatever oil my parents were using, whatever oil my grandparents were using is the oil that I should use because my body is used to that. This is very, very clear. And now recently they found that ghee, which is extracted from milk, cow milk, is a very good source of fat component to our body. This has been very clearly studied by the ancient science, and ghee is extensively used in our food and nutrition on a daily basis. Ghee is good for us. Ghee is one thing, cow ghee is one thing, which is very, very good for our neuron cells, the brain and the nervous system. So the quality ghee produced in India now exported majorly by America. After having, they found that ghee is very good for us. The fat from the ghee is good for us. One should go and use a lot amount of ghee in your daily food and nutrition. So the question is, what should I eat again? So the answer is very, very clear. Let me be very, very clear on this. Whatever that we have eaten from the time we are born till the age of 18 to 20 when we reached our adulthood under our parents or under our households, the food that we have eaten and grown from the time we are born till the time we have reached adulthood or 18 or 20 should be the food for the rest of your life. This is very important because this is completely based on the microbiome of your entire digestive system. There are very, very interesting informations and videos available in the internet about food and microorganisms of the digestive tract. I request you all to go and see them and get to know many information about all those scientific findings explained. So what should I eat? The answer is the food what we have eaten and grown till the age of 18 should be the food for the rest of our life. Thank you very much. I wish this will be a most useful information for you. Thank you.